So today we are talking about how to automate your business, especially with it coming up to the Christmas period, so you can take some time off. So although I'll be talking to you about how you can automate your business so that you can take time off, I am also going to be covering really, and you can probably hear me rattling around, and I just thought to myself, do you know what? It would probably be a good idea if I popped my headphones in. So there we go. So today we're about how to automate your business so that you can take time off over the holidays, because we are coming up to a Christmas break right now. So although this is going to be Christmas themed because it's coming up to a Christmas holiday, you can use these tips and tools to help you in your business, to automate your business at any time of the year. So I've got some notes to make sure that I don't go off track. It's quite possible that I go off on a tangent. And as always, these sessions are quick, actionable, and give you some really quick action steps that you can implement into your business and life straight away. So I am Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnosis trainer, and coach trainer. We run certification programs to certify neuro-linguistic programming practitioners, hypnosis practitioners, and coach trainers and coaches. That's what we do. If you want to have a chat about that, give us a shout. So how to automate your business so you can take time off over the holiday. And like I said, although it is coming up to Christmas and it is Christmas themed, you can use these tips and techniques to help you at any time of the year. So the first thing that we do then to automate what we do is automate our marketing. So you obviously I'm live with you now, so this is the only thing that we don't automate in the business when it comes to marketing. So I've got to show up live. However, what we do with this live video creates all of our other marketing and streams through everything that we do. So we use something called Recur Post. That's Recur Post, R-E-C-U-R, Recur Post. And on Recur Post, you can set a bank of content. It's like a social media scheduler. You can set up a bank of content that will continually post, and once it gets to the end of the bank of content, it will just go back to the beginning. So for example, our live videos, once we've completed them, we'll copy and paste the video into a blog, and then we'll add that blog into a bank of content in Recur Post. That will then be scheduled to post out probably once a week. And then what will happen is, again, once it gets to the end of that content, it'll go right back to the beginning. So for me, when I had my last baby, this was a godsend, because there was no way when I was having my baby that I was going to be showing up live. However, it really brought up some fear around not being visible, not being live, not showing up, not marketing the business. And implementing this strategy at that point was just the best thing I could have ever done, because I still, to our community, was showing up live, because my live videos were still being sent out from our social media scheduler. However, I wasn't doing anything, or I was doing something. I had my baby at home, but I wasn't showing up live, and I wasn't having to stress myself out or put any pressure on myself, or focus any energy into that, because I'd automated it all previously using Recur Post. So that's one thing to check out. The second thing then is, if you have a podcast, so we use Libsyn for our podcast platform. If you've not checked out the podcast, please go and check it out. This live video is shared into our podcast. I'll pop the link actually in the comments for those of you who are on Facebook. So for those of you who are listening to the podcast, you'll obviously know that we reuse these live videos on the podcast. Now, we use Libsyn for our podcast scheduler, and what you can do is you can add episodes into Libsyn and schedule it into the future. So if, for example, you do like we do a Monday live video, and then we use that in Recur Post to then schedule out. We use it on the podcast using Libsyn, and everything can be scheduled. One thing that we also do as well, which I wasn't really going to talk about, but whilst I'm on the subject, it might be helpful, although this is really for another video, is we then also send out this video to our email list, and we use it over all of our other social media stuff as well. But I'll do another video on that because it'll be really insightful. So another thing that we do then to schedule our marketing is we use something called Tailwind. So on one day of the week, we'll schedule our posts for Instagram in Tailwind for the full week. So you can include hashtags, you can include comments and descriptions, and you can schedule it for the full entire week. What we also do is we use it as an Instagram live TV thing, Instagram TV, and it goes on there as well. So they're the three things we do to automate the business in terms of marketing. In terms of emails then, so there's a couple of things that you want to think about doing when it comes to emails, especially when you're taking time off over the holidays. So the first one is to have an autoresponder, so that every time you get an email, it automatically responds to that email, giving them an expectation of when to expect a reply. So we send this out all the time. So we've got autoresponders to all of our emails that say, thanks for your email, our working times are this time, this time, this time. And one of the team will be back in touch within 48 working hours. Looking forward to chatting to you then. Please don't message us on Facebook because, or please don't message Rebecca on Facebook because it will likely get lost and not replied to. Or it'll take, obviously I don't use this exact wording, but I say something along the lines of, don't message Rebecca on Facebook because it won't be added to your client. So the first thing to think about then when it comes to email autoresponders is send an autoresponder to everyone who sends you an email, give them an expectation of when you're working and when to expect a reply. The second thing then to think about when it comes to emails and automating them is when people sign up to your email list, set up a welcome series that sends them a series of welcome emails that introduce you, your business, what you do, and how you can help them. So our aim on our email autoresponders is to invite people to book a call and have a chat with one of the team, because there is nothing better than having a proper call with people. So everything that we do is aimed around people booking a call with us. So in all of our email welcome series, and this is a great way to automate your incoming lead generation, is to have the call to action of this is what we do, this is how we can help you, of some free training, and then a call to action to book a breakthrough session for free, because we love to connect with people properly, and it just gives us the opportunity to really have a good conversation with people. So there are the things to think about when you automate your business so that you can take time off over the holidays. And as I said, these apply really at any time of the year. So firstly, we talked about marketing and how to automate your business with marketing. So you can use something called RecurPost to schedule all of your social media onto there. You can then use, if you've got a podcast, the platform Libsyn, which helps you schedule your podcast up to, there's no time limit on it. And then we also talked about using Tailwind. So Tailwind helps us schedule all of our Instagram posts as well. Then, looking at my notes to make sure I've not gone off track, we spoke about email responders, so you can send an automatic response to people when they email you, giving them an expectation of when you're going to reply and what your working hours are. And then also, when people sign up to your emails, whether it's to download a free resource or what, you can also send them a welcome email series, and that's all automated, and we use MailChimp for ours. So they're just a few tips today on how you can automate your business so that you can take time off over the holidays. As I said, these tips were really, really helpful for me when I had my last baby, because being able to take a step back from the business had always been something that I never used to be able to do 2 years ago, probably a little bit longer than that now, 2.5 years ago. But when I came to the point where I was having a second child and I knew that I needed to take a step back and I couldn't be in my business all the time, I had to, it forced me to automate and systemize as much as physically possible. A good recommendation actually is this book, which is called The E-Myth Revisited. As you can see, for those of you who are on video, I've got tons of notes in this book. Like I absolutely love it, and I've got so many like stickers and stuff in there. But that is a fantastic book to really help you automate and systemize your business. So that's it from me. I am Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnosis trainer, and coach trainer. And if you want to have a chat about NLP coaching and being certified, reach out and ask. You can also book your free breakthrough session. We have 30-minute free breakthrough sessions just to have a real deep dive into your business and understand what your focus is, what your plan is for 2020, and any challenges that may come up, and then we can help you overcome them. So have an amazing day. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you after Christmas now, because there'll be a 2-week break. So have an amazing day. And Merry Christmas.